Okay, hello and welcome to Warhammer 2 Total War. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. And I got some time tonight, so we're going to continue and hopefully finish off our Kraka Drak campaign tonight. Also, I was listening to the recordings of the past and I realized that sometimes the audio of my microphone gets a little blurry. I apologize for that. I know it's very difficult to listen to. I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to like audio stuff, so I've adjusted things. Hopefully it shouldn't, I think the word is peak as much as it was. I thought it wasn't, but I should listen to my own recordings more often, I think. Anyway, it's just because, you know, after I've done the whole stream and I've like recorded it all, I'm not really much in the mood of like listening through 4 hours of campaign again. Anyway, yes, let's play Kraka Drak. I've been doing a few Shade Wraith campaigns. It's quite fun. Big old spooky ghost. Anyway, last time as Kraka Drak, Chaos invaded. Big time. There was like 30 armies, and I think we've dealt with 4 of them? The Empire and Kislev have maybe dealt with some of them as well. But yes, I think we're actually moving on the offensive because we had one battle near the end of last session. And our army did incredibly well against 4 Chaos armies. Our 3 armies took barely any damage. And amazingly, to me, one of our unit of ward bearers got a direct hit by a hell cannon and suffered no casualties, which is, I'm still amazed at that. Hell cannons have been the destruction of many of my Longbeard units in the past, just because of how much damage they deal. And to have a unit, to be fair, the ward bearers did have about 90% magic resistance, so it's little wonder they didn't take any casualties. It's still amazing to me though. Most casualties were suffered by our Grombackers. You see a few casualties on our ward bearers, but this is like, you know, from 4 armies worth beating on them the whole time. It took barely any casualties. And a few more there, but yeah. It's not like we don't have replacements ready. So that was Barbarous Humongous, Fator. This army, which was Colex. And there was another army which was led by Sarthoriel, which I think might have been this one, or maybe it was another one. Archaon's just there, and we have Azul as well. My Thanes have all taken their what's it called, assault armies. So we don't have any more turns of that. I think last time I was wondering whether I would actually pull back here and go on the defensive. I don't think I can get there and go into encamp mode to buff our melee defense a little bit more. We also have these 2 banners up here which are giving some rather nice bonuses to our army. Fatigue resistance, physical resistance, fire, magical, missile, and armor piercing. From 2 of them, and they stack, so you know, to see this ward bearer unit. 5% ward save, 21% physical resistance, 41% missile resistance, 12% fire resistance, 93 magic resistance. Not to mention the buffs they get from other things. Yeah, so we've got this bunch up here. There's this bunch down here. They've raised Volksgrad. I can't remember whether some of them were beaten back. Weren't they laying siege to Prague?
How to proceed?
They might not have gotten down that far. There's still a lot of Chaos armies. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Anyway, let's see.
My anger burns.
There, let's keep the offensive up. Let's go and attack. Archaon's kind of embedded in these armies, so I'm going to have to attack Azul here.
Summon me if you dare.
There we go. They have casualties amongst their armies already because my heroes been assaulting their armies and they've been causing like 30% casualties to the entire army, which is helping the situation a fair bit. Wasn't there something last time? I thought I had a banner, but it didn't actually become available or something like that. Got the Rune of Frostbite. Is that? Yeah, it is. Okay. So you're causing that on hit. Minus 20 armor. So that's applying. Did I have like a Rune of Kraka Drak or something? I guess that's applying to him. Yeah, Rune of Kraka Drak. Yes, right. I was trying to use that, but because I think the range of it is 0 meters, I can't actually cast it. I'm gonna have to try again. I like stick Thorgard in the middle of a enemy, in the middle of one of my units. Target around self. Is it supposed to be just I use it and it affects units around him, like the mighty Oathstone, perhaps? Because of that, that would make sense. Maybe that's why it's not working. I don't know. I'm gonna have to mention it. Anyway, let's play the battle without further ado, because we've got quite a few battles to get through. Actually, kind of disappointed since we're playing as dwarves. We can't like get huge casualty replenishment from taking all the dead troops of the enemies like I can as Vangeist. It's just like jump from one battle to the other as that. You defeated an army, replenish back up to full strength. As they all joined your spooky ghost crew. Okay, let's get you there. Get you there. Quarrelers. We'll move you there. Right, so the Drake Guard. You're the anti-large ones. I had you behind, and I had the Stone Guard in front. Expert charge defense. Right, yeah. Yes, and I was surprised because the unit was a lot smaller than I actually thought they were. Spread you out like this. And Quarrelers can go like that. And our heroes, Runesmith, Master Engineer, and Thorgard. Okay. Come on, Thorgard, stand in front. There we go. Get all that, and we'll have to get our reinforcements in. So I think they had a hell cannon, didn't they? Yeah, they do. Over there. Right. We use our gyrocopters to remove that. Yep. Okay. Spread out. Fly over there. And let's get all of our other units up onto the battlefield. Ooh, that Wardbearer unit's down to 20. That one took the... Yes, right, because that was on, like, the flank over here last time, and it took a very hard beating. They didn't break, though. I don't think a single unit of ours broke the whole battle. With 120 leadership, you'd hope they wouldn't. Okay. Shoot that hell cannon. There we go. Did I have anything else around here? Chaos Knights with Lancers. Just shoot that chosen blob over there. Is that RK on there? Nope. Someone called I want Vandy's revenge spell. Or the Sword of Cain. I was running around with that as Vangeist as well. That was that it helps a lot. High elves were very gracious and gifted to me early on in the campaign. They're just so eager to draw that sword. They just can't leave it alone. It's like, ooh, shiny sword. Okay, you can bunch around over to there. You can bunch around over to there. To there. To there. To there. To there. Huskarls, you can go over here. And where are you going? You're going there. Crimson Bane and you, Ward Bearers. You can go at the back there. The Crimson Bane did really good last time as well. Okay, and let's spread out our lords. So we have our Ward Lord, who has... He doesn't actually have any runes, but that's fine. Thane, you can move up there. Okay, we've got another Thane. Let's put you over there. You, Thane, can go over there. Another Runesmith. You can go, like, there. Our other Warlord, who has Rune of the Watching Dark. You can go there. Orgi. I'm going to have to separate the... what's it called? Quarrelers there. There we go.
Victory will be ours.
No. I want you to get that and there. And hold ground. Okay. There's a little bit of a gap there. I hope cavalry isn't just going to beeline for that. Try to get through there. I guess I'll put you back up here. Nah, that doesn't look like there's that big of a gap there. Oh, Huskarls. Up over there. Okay. We've got a lot of empty space in here. I would like more quarrelers. Oh well. You see the forces of chaos march, just charging down the hill over there. It's a pretty scary sight. It's kind of funny also just seeing them like jogging their way towards us. Okay. I wish I had some grudge bearers. Hold on. That's not positioned correctly. There we go. Yeah, you can hop over there. And yeah, they've got more cavalry coming around on the flank, so you can position yourselves there. Stop firing. I want you to save your ammunition. There's going to be more armies than just this. I wonder whether I should have moved you all closer together. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be able to... If I cast it on him, perhaps. No. Okay. It's unfortunate. They're out of range over there. Buff armor. Physical resistance. up armor. Slow them down.
The clans unite.
Hold ground.
Ready.
Hold off on that for the moment.
Runes of smiting upon them.
We're gonna want them to,
It is an order.
you know, get a little shot before we start,
Yes.
scaring them with our magic or with our runes. What's our ward say? Melee defense up to at the moment? 140 on the ward bearers. I wonder they weren't dying. Okay. What am I going to do with you? You're all stuck in melee now. I can't really. Our skull's over here. And don't throw your axes. Oh, there's some actually. They're trying to get in through the rear. Here we go. Yeah, Master Rune of Recovery. He calls terror.
Let the vengeance begin.
Shoot them, I guess. Okay, hop out. And you can...
Attack the axe! Kill them!
They're trying to find a gap in my lines. Good luck. You're not going to. There's no gap in this line. In this wall of dwarves. Slow them down. Physical resistance. Armor. Slow them down. You can shoot them.
No shoddy contraptions here. That's an order. Yes. Satisfied.
Grab back, Rose. Yeah, you need to get back out of there.
Nothing can stop us. Quarrelers.
Go finish them off. What is this?
It is a reckoning. That no one
Damn Chaos Knights popping out of nowhere.
defiant and unbound.
Okay, they're starting to have second thoughts. Let's
I am the ranking lord.
start breaking their morale a little bit.
Range far, range fast. Doing job.
Thorgard, yeah, run over here. Buff our troops. Stone, and I want you to run over here. That doesn't affect my units, does it? I don't think so.
Axes out, lads. Warriors. The runes glow.
Slow them down.
Obey me. It is an order. Vengeance.
It's just runes all the time.
Longbeard. Fight.
Not breaking as quickly as I'd like them to.
Slay the oath breakers.
Let's help it along a bit.
Nothing can
There we go.
stop us. Go. Dash. Scuff.
Okay, shoot those chosen.
Yes, yes. Hadouken. Strike out.
Up a bit closer. Make everyone cause terror. I'm not using the other ability because it increases our physical resistance, but it like massively reduces the amount of damage we deal. So
For the ancestor gods.
I don't really know the best situation to use that in, Because if we're holding the line, I would prefer to be attacking and hurting the enemy than just, you know, just having them, Ooh, that's the Swords of Chaos. Here's all the Chaos Knights. Get that cavalry out of here. There we go. Stop firing. Yeah, if they get hit by it for a little bit. Oh no, if they move out of range, then they, okay, then the, effect wears off. Is there any other hell cannons? There is. There's actually 2 of them. And a giant. Let's go hunt them down. Get back here. You took a beating. Ward Baron's over there. You hop back over there. You're going to go to the front line, even though you're not really a frontline fighter. What is this? Cavalry are trying to sneak through my lines. No! Gyrocopter, no! Dodge! Ow! Okay, that's one of them dealt with. Ooh, that's Regiment of Renown one. Chaos Marauders, ah, please. Drop bombs on them. Since we're in the area. There we go. Okay. Move back here. What the heck? Why are you out there? I didn't tell you to go out there. Dwarves are getting overeager. Okay, grab back res. Pull back. Dude, that's another hell cannon, is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so with one, the only thing remaining is the unbreakable crew of the hell cannon. It's actually to get you to attack them, and the other 3 can go and attack the hell cannon and destroy it. There we go. Slice that Chaos Dwarf apart. Oh! Dodge! Ah! Woo! What's it called when you're like dodging very quickly in midair or something? Is it like jinking or something? Anyway, there we go. Well done, dwarves. Another very nice carpet of bodies in front of you. You judge how successful it is by how many bodies there are behind the dwarves. There's a few of them around here and there. I wonder how they got over there. Probably the gyrocopters blasting them over my front line. Some horses up there. But yeah, pretty good. A close victory. There we go. I've been thinking of just having the battles themselves and having a commentary over the top of them. I have to think about how I want to go about doing that, though. But yeah, let's see. How many casualties did we get? 50, 85, 30, 234, I think. Yeah, about that. Thank you, load screen. 116 kills from that guy. Wow, that thing just tore into them. 64, 77, 130, 86, 119, 92, 57. 80 kills, probably from his ability. 17, 48, 66. Even if it doesn't, even if his ability isn't actually killing too many of them, it's still a nice health debuff to all the guys which get caught underneath it. And apparently we killed Archaon. I didn't even pay attention to where he was during that battle. Where was he? Oh man, he just got lost in it. Execute.
Master of Runecraft.
Okay. Get out of here.
Moving.
An Age of Peace. Oh wow. Really? Well, we defeated Kolek and Archaon. I guess Sigvar was defeated at some point as well. I didn't think all the other armies would just poof out of existence when we defeated Archaon. I thought they hung around. Well, there we go. So much for the invasion of chaos. I was actually hoping that we could go down and defeat all the others. Enemy killed in battle. Yeah. Thank you. The ever-chosen may rise and rise again, but he will forever be consigned to oblivion. Gets immune to psychology. That's like...
Let us begin.
That's really not that impressive of an ability, considering the Lord... Considering it's Archaon. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has immune to psychology anyway. If not through some ability he's got. It's an easy thing to get. I mean, Shrieking Blade gives you essentially immune to psychology because he caused terror and fear. There we go. Well.
For the wisdom of the layer.
Okay. Yeah, let's go hunt down this last straggler.
Summon me if you dare.
Get out of here. I'm glad to see we only suffered one casualty. Execute.
Forwards.
Warriors of Chaos are defeated. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Really? I thought we'd have to deal with all that.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Now what? Rune of Grimnir. And scouting, I guess. On you. Full plate armor. Or what level are you? 39. No, get assault units. Not like we really need it now, but that invasion went pretty well. If I known it would have been over so quickly, I would have done it last time. Oh well. Let's get relentless. And relentless.
Lord of Clan Morgan.
You are now immortal.
What?
You can get Foe Seeker. And Blade Shield. You get Root of Might. There we go.
My axe thirsts for war.
Well, I'm not going to end it there, since that was over so quickly. I'm going to wonder, what are we going to do now?
I'll get on it.
We do have grudges which haven't been avenged.
Time for a reckoning.
And there's the biggest grudge of all. The grudge of being an elf. I guess we could go and kick Ulthuan around. Many millennia ago, the Dawi waged a successful campaign against the High Elves, with Gotrek Starbreaker finally slaying the Phoenix King and taking his crown at the Battle of the Three Towers. However, the war was costly to the Dawi, greatly weakening their forces and leaving them open to attack from the Groby and the Thagaraki during the Time of Woes. One could even consider it to be the fault of the High Elves that so much of the Dwarven Empire was lost. The High King has therefore rightfully sought vengeance against the Elgi for their crimes. Win 10 battles against following race, High Elves. We get Elgi, Urbars, a well-established market selling elven trinkets and wares. Some of them are even free of Elgi blood. Minus 250 diplomatic relations with High Elves, plus 25% income from trade, plus 5 leadership, and 100 unit experience gained per turn. Sure. We're probably going to annoy everyone by doing that, but
By the King's command.
fine, whatever. We also have other regions to take back up here.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
We'll build that up again.
You're a pretender.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just send our armies over there, collect them on the way. How many more turns are you staying around? 20. Right. Again, I don't care about these settlements. Empire or whatever can have them. Even though they're not in danger of being raised now, I don't think I'm going to be able to take Berseling's camp before, say, Valmir runs down and captures it. Also, he's got a new model. Look at that. He looks really fancy. Nice update.
Forced to track.
I forget the model which does all the lords for the Empire. It's Mixu. So, yeah, I think he's been going through and updating the appearance of a bunch of the
nation calls.
minor lords for the around the Empire.
Warrior of Sigmar.
Let's see if I can find another one. I think.
The nation calls. I serve Sigmar. The Empire. By the comet. The Empire. Praise.
Well, Elspeth had a visual update a while ago, and I think Marius Leekdorf had an updated visual appearance as well.
By the comet.
If I can find him wherever he is.
Welcome, friends of the Dawi.
Oh look, the dwarves are actually at war with Eotane. Yeah, trade agreement.
All right.
So, is everyone going to be upset with each other now? Because this is something in Warhammer Total War, the first one. After the invasion of Chaos, during the invasion of Chaos, all the factions got a Shield of Civilization buff to their like diplomatic standing here, which essentially it made them more likely to ally together, you know, so the Empire would drop everything and ally with Bretonnia, the Dwarves, and every other Order-aligned faction to unite against the common threat of Chaos. However, afterwards, the buff would disappear, and everyone would get a penalty to their diplomatic relations with each other.
I am the blood of Gilles.
And the wars would break out between the Empire and Bretonnia and so on without the common uniting enemy. It doesn't seem like that's the case. Which was interesting because it meant the factions which got really big, at least they would start fighting against each other and maybe get weakened a bit, though the Empire would probably just steamroll Bretonnia or whichever. Trollfjord. We'll upgrade that. Empire, what do you think of the High Elves?
Friends of the Empire.
Why is everyone at war with Eotade? What are the High Elves? I mean, you know, putting aside the fact that I'm going to be at war with the High Elves. You're allied with the Hunts Marshal's expedition, Order of Lawmasters, defensive alliance with Itza. You're at war with the Border Princes, Shrouded, Razakarak, Reichland, Corone, Nagarond, the Awakened, Hagreef.
Is it time?
Why? I mean, what do the High Elves think of, like, the Empire? Oh, they absolutely detest them. It's because the Empire's been invading Ulthuan. Yes. Okay, what does the Empire think of the Dark Elves? They hate them as well. Yeah, they're at war. So it's just the Empire versus the Elves. Okay, fine, whatever.
Tyrion, greetings.
Yep, sorry. No more trade, Elves. Enter. If I break the trade agreement now, I think it will give us a few turns before we can get over there and hopefully there'll be some elves left. If the Empire are expending all their energy at wiping out the High Elves. We might just be eating the scraps from the table once they're done with them. Eotade gets a military alliance with Itza. Trade agreements dissolved. Oh, because Midland confederated in Reichland. Yeah, okay.
Honor to your ancestors.
Hey, Rapunzel. Whatever. You're paying me 600 gold for a non-aggression pact. You're on the other side of the world. Where there's no snow.
You have seconds to live, Orc. Speak quickly before you die in agony.
Hey, this is another legendary lord, which was another legendary lord added by. Not too sure. The what's it called? We special mod, perhaps? Gatilla the Hunter. It's a goblin legendary lord with a focus on wolf riders. I've played a little bit of him on my own. It's quite difficult to have armies of wolf riders. They're really not that tough, even with the buffs, which he provides them. No, you should be using them in a mix, and the bonuses should be, you know, more of a complement rather than the main focus of your army. But an army of wolf riders is no. Interesting. As I said though, wolf riders, they really just don't cut it when it comes to charging enemy units, even skirmishing there.
And on the Oath Stone.
No. Okay, so yeah, you can go over there. You can go over there. And you can head up here.
The throng is mustered. No, I will not shame.
You can get Foe Seeker.
Be it Beards in belts.
And by Thanes can start heading over here and, you know, to weaken the Norscan armies.
I cannot for our break and
Ugh,
off. Shoulder axes, lads.
it's terrible.
My anger.
They're all getting
burns bright.
they're all getting stuck on each other.
The binding oath. Yes,
Yeah, I wanted to keep running.
yes. Let's move.
Whatever. There we go. Okay. Maybe I could pick up some new units while we're moving through here. Cross drakes or something. Though I feel a bit bad, what's it called? Disbanding veterans of the Invasion of Chaos. Are you suffering from? Oh, swamp. Really? There's a swamp there? There's a swamp right underneath that city? Huh. Okay, Doomkeep. Yep, get more money.
Oak Slayer.
So we've got to take Fire Camp, Monolithic Katam, Bjornling's Gathering. Before the Empire does.
Let us begin.
Let's force march.
On to glory for the ancestors. It's as good as done.
We'll just pick up extra dwarves as we
Iron will.
move through our territory.
My anger burns bright. I have no time for this.
We encounter Hag Grief. Corone Confederates. Chevaliers de Lyonesse. Well, at least we got 600 gold out of them before they disappeared. The Broken Chains have been defeated.
Aye. Let's hear what you have to say. We'll hear it.
What do you want? You want me to join war against the Awakened? You're willing to pay me 1,000 for it? No. This offends us all. I mean, I know free money, but I kind of like to keep wars to people which are an immediate threat to me. Just for, I suppose, mostly for thematic purposes. If I'm declaring war on everyone that the AI throws at me just to get the money, then it's going to end up descending into just, you know, everyone against everyone else already. At least, if I hold off on that, there's going to be a little bit of nuance.
Master of Runecraft.
Okay, I guess we aren't going to be recruiting any units.
Ready.
Keep marching this way.
Enough.
Logan, Gilbert,
Onward.
and Kargan. Do I want to do something with this army? Mammoth Hide, Cape, Featherfoe, Torque. You're raiding.
Aye.
Raid that.
Troll Slayer.
I guess get a few more Slayers in your army. 2, 3, 4. Yep. And turn. Just keep having turnover until we get rid of those Norskins. And then we can sail over to Ulthwan.
What can the Dawi do for you on this fine day?
Yeah, what do you want? Joined war against Clan Festa. Oh. Arak Zorn declares war on Clan Moors.
Let's hear what you have to say. We'll hear it before all.
Had it already? I turned like 200 or something? Yeah, sure. My provincial patrol. Oh, this is that guy. They got Soul Crusher, Feral Mammoths, Mist Stalkers. I just auto resolve it. Whatever.
We march.
Okay. You can get assault units.
To war.
Can you jump over there?
Grudges
Jump.
will be settled. Got. Aye up.
Jump there and
Setting off.
go over there.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
Wow. Whatever.
Casting the runes. If you say so, Beardling. For clan honor. Yes.
'Kay.
Let's move.
Run along there.
For clan honor.
Run along there.
One rank.
Run along there.
No. Send in the reckoners if you must. What orders?
I hit something. I can't go any further.
Yes.
Okay, we'll get you there, and I'm gonna build an outpost garrison.
What?
Upgrade Doomkeep.
Fear no peril.
We'll move up to here. We should be able to support another full army of Slayers in you.
Giant Slayer.
Why did the upkeep go up to Oh, that's cost. Oh, they're not costing me any upkeep at the moment. Just these guys. Yeah, 600, 750. Yeah, that's just from the ward bearers. Why has it gone down to 0 now? Makes sense. Oh, because my grudgeometer went up high enough that my upkeep's gone down. Because when it goes really low, you end up paying 10% upkeep on top of normal, so. But it was like that for a while, wasn't it? If our grudgeometer gets really high, we actually get a discount on upkeep, I think. Every turn we're not just about to take these settlements back from Norsco is a turn I get worried about Bretonia or the Empire charging in to take those provinces. If they do end up taking them, I am not going to be particularly happy because I want those full regions. They are mine by right of conquest, and I don't know what I'd do if they end up taking them from me. It's easy to say, well, just take them back, declare war on the Empire, or on Kiz, but I would like to get to the High Elves. If I declare war on the Empire, we're going to be spending the whole time fighting off Empire armies.
The tundra is a fitting killing ground.
Okay, let's see. Force march over to there.
What do you want? On my way.
Force march over there.
I'm done ready.
And force march over there.
Is it time? You will answer for this insult. Vengeful.
Said for you to go past him.
Beast Slayer.
You can get relentless.
Godtrek, journey son.
It's a spike gunners in your army. Nah, just more slayers.
Lord of Clan Morgrim.
There we go. You can recruit some more slayers in there. Armies of slayers. Not very effective. Funny. Did I swap something out there by accident by giving you those runes? I think you had space for 3.
One rag. Move.
Okay, you run over there.
The throng is mustered.
Over there.
By the king's command.
And over there.
No. The throng is mustered. Onward. Rune Ricky.
I do kind of wish if the heroes and armies were a bit less likely to stop moving when hitting an army or hero. I feel like they should ignore your armies and heroes for the purposes of movement. The thing is that they will if that army hasn't moved during the whole time you've ordered, say, the hero to move. So, if you have an army and a hero moving into the same location,
We'll hear it before oath goes.
and one of them stops before getting to the location. I can't describe this well. If I tell a army to like move from here to there, and while this army is marching from here to there, I tell a hero to move from here to there, then if the army stops, the hero will stop on the army because it's a new obstacle. Which wasn't in its path before. Or maybe there's something like that happening there, and you see them stopping on each other. Like they only consider obstacles which are there when they start moving. If an obstacle appears there because you've moved another army while the other unit's moving. It's more of a problem when there's narrow passes, and you want to move all the armies at once, and yeah. You have to sort of manually move them one at a time. Anyway.
Honor to your ancestors.
No. Military access. What? Kind of surprised by how much lava there is still up in Norse, even if Chaos Corruption's basically nil. 28. I don't think you can ever remove it. It's just like permanent elements of the landscape. Makes sense. This place is
By the comet.
pretty inhospitable. If it did get removed completely, it would be a bit odd, I guess. Yeah, at the growth building.
Yes, got.
And march over there.
For clan honor.
You went up another level. Spread public order.
your orders. Ready? Got then? I cannot, but I will break an oath. Move!
Yeah.
Moving!
The reason why he stopped there, I think, is because he didn't have enough movement points to move through the army. Yeah, get that. More growth. Okay. Upgrade that. High King's Tribute. Yeah. Okay, so is there any other armies getting close to taking these regions?
The Empire.
Doesn't look like it. Oh look, the Great Arena is owned by Exiles in the Heck. Gron's owned by Bretonia. Oh boy, the AI. They do get around.
What is your behest?
Jesus. That's like the furthest west I've ever seen Bretonia. And the Empire. Galleon's Graveyard's owned by Border Princes. How about that?
The nation calls.
Isn't that incredible? Yeah, here goes Bretonia. That's not too surprising though, because Bretonia is right here. He says bouncing over regions which are owned by the Empire. See, my Vanguard's campaign, I actually did one in the Vortex campaign, which is incredible. I barely ever touched a Vortex campaign. It's enjoyable, but I don't know. Mortal Empires. Yeah, in that. It's funny because like everything was going fine. You know, all the factions were sort of fighting amongst each other and waging their little wars, and I was, you know, romping through Ulthuan, and then I take Sartosa and sort of sit there for a few turns, and my upkeep or my income keeps going down because I have, you know, I have the pirate coves which are generating me income. I don't really pay it too much attention, honestly. And I'm like, the High Elves haven't come and attacked me for quite a while. So I actually start paying attention to what's going on around me. And it turns out Ulthuan has been pretty much completely destroyed by Chaos armies. Araby and the Southlands is not much better. Neither is Nagarond. It seems in the process of trying to stabilize the Vortex, pretty much all of the major factions wiped themselves out from all the Chaos armies which spawned everywhere. So I was feeling very alone as I started taking Lorthern and all the other ruined settlements in Ulthuan. It's a nice what's it called, base to build an empire off of, or get some income. Vanguard can't actually build an empire. He can only take port settlements, because we're a pirate. We're not landlubbers. Yeah, and I think he doesn't actually make too much income from them because he's giving a lot of it to
Vengeful Rune Lord. Ahead.
to Count Noctilus.
I answer to
I do recommend people who play through Vanguard's Revenge Mixu's mod to do the Vortex campaign, because it does actually work all the way through. There's actually the last battle has changed slightly, where you have Count Noctilus send some supporting troops during the battle to help you, and you actually get a reward at the end of the campaign from helping Count Noctilus. He gives you a choice between 4 different buffs for your faction, which is rather nice. I think I got one which gave me like 2 extra army capacity and like 15 Lord recruit rank, bonus permanently. I think there was another one which was like plus 20 winter magic and plus 20 winter magic power reserve. This is for all armies permanently. I think another one was casualty replenishment buff and something else. And there was another one which was like, I think, hero recruit rank bonus and so on. None which was actually give me peace, which was the whole point Vanguard was doing it in the first place. But I guess that's a given. Why would Count Noctilus give up on his most valuable asset? An incredibly angry ghost running around with the sword of Cain. Count Noctilus didn't even have to lift a finger the whole campaign. I did everything for him. I was very loyal. I was actually kind of waiting for a opportunity to like betray Count Noctilus, but one didn't really present itself, so. I've actually been discussing and looking at doing a campaign as Nakai the Wanderer. I don't know whether I do that on stream or whether I just do it on my own. He's actually got a fair few things more different to him than I thought. Thought it was being a horde army. You force marched, yeah. Yeah, 2 armies. I thought it was being like a horde army with what's it called? A horde army who takes settlements and then gives them to his vassal, which he pretty much is, but he's got a bunch of other mechanics which make it a bit more interesting. Like, oh, what is there? He's got a unique research tree, which is interesting. And I think the way the hordes work is a bit different. It's not as annoying as it is for, say, Beastmen. Where that's really more of an issue with just having to babysit small hordes until they get strong enough to venture out on their own. Anyway. Hello! Welcome, welcome. Hope things are going well with you, DG. Oh, I left you there. Now, there's going to be a lot of marauders. Yeah, just one army. What am I doing here? Am I going to try and wipe them off the battlefield before we actually get into combat? Or should I hold up somewhere and weather the storm? I've only got 2 ward bearers in this army. I really should get, like, 2 more. I can't even make a proper square. What type of a dwarven army is this?
We will have vengeance. Go for the ancestors.
Okay. Charge! No one has to say. No one says that the what's it called? The hold your ground and so on buffs have to be used when you're standing still. You can just use them when you're charging at the enemy. I'm out of here.
Ready to strike. Iron drakes. Attack the orcs. For mountain and home. Yes, yes.
Okay, good. That's him.
Kraka
actually. Get those skin walls. Have to remember there's a second army as well. It's not just these dudes. Yeah, there they come. Okay, they've shattered.
Victory will be ours.
Get those giant mammoths out of here.
Yes, laddie. Kazoo. Kill hooks. Bring the edge. For Grungni. Move. Kill hooks.
Okay, yeah, attack their lord.
Kazoo.
And back rows are taking a fair few casualties.
Warriors. Go. It is an order.
Okay, I want you guys back here.
Kill orcs. Range far. Range fast. Go. Long beards. It's a reckoning. Slay the oath.
Yeah, feral mammoths, get out of here. Kill them! We've faced worse, damn it.
It is an order. Hook those dwarf legs. Move. Pursue. Long beards. Muster the throng. Darrow Captain. The ancestors watch. Darrow Captain.
Okay, good, good.
Holding ammunition. Attack the
Attack those hunters.
Let me get my tools. Vengeance. We will have vengeance. Iron Drains is saucer back.
And they're all broken. Good. Maybe a little bit messy, but we didn't take too many casualties from that. Our Grog Backrash did, but you guess Trespass failed to work. I'm actually wanting to finish this campaign before I start off on Trespasser. I haven't actually tried. I've been a bit busy, so I understand more what the problem was, so I'll have a look at it when I have time to. I know people have been waiting for that for like a year or so.
Rage far, rage fast. Axes out.
There we go. Yeah, let's... Oh, I didn't tell people to go on to hold ground. They're marching all over the place after the enemies. It's terrible. Okay, there we go. And battle. Finish the third playthrough later today. Well, I'll try to do at least one. Ugh. As I said though, I was wanting to finish this campaign first, so... 86 losses. And we killed, yeah, like 1,100 of them. That's fine. Execute. It's what you get for taking our territory.
You may speak before my shield bearers and on the oath.
Okay. Am I at war with you? Eh, whatever.
Let us begin.
Smash the enemy.
We move.
We get warding anvils. As the runesmiths fight among the warriors, the line shall not fall as long as the anvil is stricken. Plus 10% physical resistance for runesmiths, rune lords, and warlords. Plus 2 capacity for runesmiths. Minus 15% attrition suffered from casualties suffer from all attrition, and also for chaos territory attrition. Is that like minus 30% casualties suffered from chaos attrition?
Time for a reckoning.
There we go. Grudge. Grudge success. Oh, grudge removed. Grudge removed. Grudge issued.
For the wisdom of the layer. Aye, grudges will be settled.
Get rid of them. And execute. Get glittering scales. Wonderful. Does anyone have a... You've already got the glittering scales, and I don't think that actually stacks. Get scouting. You. Though, it is like a 40-meter radius around it or something, isn't it? Yeah, 40 meters. So if I gave you glittering scales as well, I could have you affect more enemies. I don't necessarily have to have it stack on top of each other. Stack on top of itself. Okay, you could go take fire camp. Other people from trespass community showed up in the streams. Well, they really treasure when someone streams a game. I'm really impressed by how lively the community is around Trespasser. For a game which I didn't even know about back when it originally came out. And I don't think got even really much like coverage afterwards and later on. It's very impressive.
Master of runecraft.
Okay, we'll march you up there. And we'll march you up here.
Not a chance.
Just got an army of marauders.
Rune Lord.
Yeah, Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Runes just feel like so much filler.
Armed and ready. The throng is mustered. Onward. By the king's command. Don't think so.
Okay, over there.
I answer to clan and
Go over there. I mean, if you take the monolithic Cataph, I'm going to be taking it from you.
vengeful Rune Lord. I'll cast the rune.
Yeah.
Getting out of here.
March up there. Oh, you're not getting any.
Setting off.
What's it called? Casualty replenishment anyway, so it doesn't matter. If you go into the enemy territory.
My axe thirsts for
Trollfield. Let's get Toolmaker. There we go. And turn. That's an hour-long video about the hows and whys of Trespasser. Maybe it's something I should watch before playing. I'll see if I can remember to have a look at it before I end the stream. Thank you very much. I have watched some videos of Trespasser before. It was a while ago. I can't remember what videos I watched on it. I can't remember whether it was like a video of just someone playing through it, or whether I've watched a video sort of analysing the game a bit more. I think it was just someone playing through it. Or a more detailed talking about some of the things that it would be very interesting. Short military outlines. Okay, last defenders are destroyed, Clan Moors is destroyed. You're attacking me? Oh, they're actually attacking my, they're attacking the, weakened Kislevite army. They didn't see these, two armies of slayers. And another army of, angry dwarves behind the next hill. Yeah, I'm just gonna want to resolve that. Their army is predominantly dwarves too. They've got a dwarf cannon, thunderers, longbeards, and slayers. The only Kislev unit is the Gerslev riflemen. They've just got a unit of Empire handgunners here. Get out of here. Suffered a few casualties. Ugh. Whatever. Okay,
Denied.
Carl and Hammer.
My anger burns bright. Runic, I'm going.
March up there.
Orc Slayer. Point taken.
March up there.
Lord of Clan Morgan.
And you can march up there.
The throng is mustered.
Can assault the units in that army.
I answer to Clan
Wonderful.
Gold. Onward.
Are you one of the ones with, yep, undaunted by numbers, you cause an extra 15% casualties.
What of this?
And you can assault the other army.
Splitters. For clan honor.
There we go.
Too far.
It just like cut this army strength in half without even engaging them in the field. Get rid of this grudge.
Let us begin.
And let's hop you over there.
Casting the roots.
There we go.
The throng is mustered.
And you can move up there.
The nation calls.
What's your army made up of? Oh, Bretonian peasants. Sure. Landship. And 2 trebuchets. Okay, you can upgrade that.
Vengeful Rune.
You can get Scarred Veteran. You can get, yeah, Rune of the Hunter. We actually did have this one. I forgot that it's a passive. It's just a constant 10+10 bonus versus large in an area around him. Extremely nice. You're able to get Rune of Negation next too. Which is, it's the same as a Runesmith one. Just, you know, 22% ward save in an area. Eotane confederates the Order of Lawmasters. I need to have a look south and see why the Clan Moors and the Last Defenders got defeated. Is it because of the Tomb Kings? I see that Empire army there. Thankfully, I think we're close enough to these regions to take them before the Empires. And I'm going to take Beyondlings Gathering before I engage those armies there. I'm not going to have them, like, take it while I can't move. Kind of wish you could be like, you know, hey, I want this region, I'll give you money for it. But I do think that was something you could do in some of the historical ones. I don't think I usually bothered with it because my playing of the historical games was pretty much just I want more territory, so I declare war on anyone next to me if they look to be in a weak position, regardless of what diplomatic relations I have with anyone. Probably part of the reason why the AI in those games seemed to be very unpredictable or just like really backstabby is because the player tends to play very backstabby. Okay, take that. Occupy. We own the entire region. Get that, get barley fields. Barley grows in the snow, doesn't it? Damn it.
Master of runecraft.
Hop over. Why did you go around? Because I told you to go here? I guess so. Yeah, yeah, I guess. You can't march through the enemy. Damn it!
If you say so, Beardling. What orders?
Go and raise my settlement.
I answer to clan and hold.
That's what you get.
For clan honor. Armed and ready.
You can get Rune of Fire.
Aye. One rug. Lord of Clan Morgan.
You're going to have to go and settle the monolithic Catan.
Aye up. Time for a reckoning.
Okay, you can actually reach him. Declare war. Go chase him down. I'm not going to be having any of it. Good. You got caught on the coastline. Get out of here. And execute them.
Beards in belts.
Okay. Yeah, you can get boost income. I don't know whether boost income works if the hero is embedded in an army. I don't think it does. Trollfjord, upgrade that. Commandment, get empower the guilds. Power the guilds, and enter. Okay. Looks like the Border Princes are taking parts of Ulth 1 as well. There's a little bit of yellow on the bottom right part of the donut. Red along the top side there. I like that the Empire's gone to war with Ulth 1. Like, how did that happen? And they didn't declare they didn't like ally when Chaos invaded. They must have been really deep into that war for the bonuses from Chaos invading to not offset their intense hatred of each other. Like a dwarf, these humans are.
And what can the Dawi do?
Oh, you're not even paying me to go to war with them now. Or offering to pay me to go to war with them. Heralds of Ariel, declare war. Oh my.
Talk at me and your crude. Summon me if you dare.
Stop bothering me. Leave me alone. Well, this diplomacy and all that. What's this? It's just a bunch of beast catchers armies.
Now they'll see.
Chaos Sport. How did they catch Chaos Sport?
Summon me if you dare.
Very carefully.
Glory for the ancestors. By the king's command.
It's especially annoying having to
Can I help you?
retake a settlement up here because it means I'm not going to be replenishing that army.
Fear no peril.
very quickly.
Yes, punish the grudge
You
makers.
failed.
What?
You succeeded with 27%. Well done. A great success.
You're a pretender.
I suppose so.
Go and attack the army. Wipe it out. Plomp. Execute.
Getting out of here.
Grudge removed. Trait gained. Trait gained.
For the king.
No!
Godtrek, Gurnishan.
Where's my other army?
My anger
There it is.
burns bright.
Yeah, you can
In the room.
force march down there.
Demon Slayer.
I think that region's going to be alright on its own.
I've not got all day.
You can force march down here.
Lord of Clan Morgrim.
You can get Woundmaker.
The throng
You've
is
marched down there. There's the other two characters there. Grade Varg camp. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
vengeful Runelord. For the wisdom of Valea.
I mean, if I move you into Serpent's Jetty, you're going to be getting more,
Anger burns bright. Lord of Clan Morgrim.
casualty replenishment than sitting in Monolithic Catan. Yes. So at least it'll be a bit faster. Okay. That is Norska entirely taken back. There's just one more Norskan army
Not tree trunks.
to deal with. And then my 4 of my armies also can sail over to Ulthuan. 5 of them? Should we get Godtrek in on that as well? It's going to be a long trip. I'm looking at it and Reichland's just taking more of Ulthuan. I'm focused on going to Ulthuan, not so much taking the high elf settlements in Daggeron.
You dare approach a Lord
Oh, hi,
of the
Durthu.
Damned.
Oh. Why are we at war with you again? It's a talking tree. It's aligned with the elves. That's reason enough.
Make your proposal.
No. Oh, we actually won that. Incredible. Well, that makes things easier. Upgrade that. Grudge removed. We have no grudges. And our upkeep has gone up.
What? Beast Slayer.
Yeah, right. Gonna
I
disband these ward
armed and ready. Where's
bearers.
the ale? Godtrek, Gurnishan.
Let's see, how many more turns did Godric Felix hanging around for? 9.
Giant Slayer.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to disband your army. I need the money.
Godtrek, Gurnishan.
And
Godtrek, Gurnishan.
because I don't think
Out of the wild.
we're going to get there within 8 turns, so... We're going to, have to...
On my way. Vengeful Rune Lord. I'm off. Let us begin.
get some... upkeep reductions.
Yes.
But we're going to... No. What? We're going to have to disband some units to make more income. And I'd rather use my characters than Godric and Felix. Even though
Thirsts for war.
they're neat.
Onward. The clan honor.
And it would be
Master of runecraft.
thematically appropriate to have Godric attacking the High Elves. At least in some way. Yeah, we're gonna have to just... I think leave him here. People better not take Lothern. I want the capital for myself. Knights of the Flame have been confederated and grown. Another trade agreement. Just thrown to the wind.
And what can the Dawi do for you?
No. I don't care about your problems with Thagaraki. Sounds like a personal problem. I recommend very large traps. Defenders of the Great Plan declare war on Eatane. Wow. High Elves have just managed to annoy absolutely everyone, haven't they?
Can I help you?
Okay, let's
Lord of Clan Morgan. What do you want?
take attrition across the high seas.
Got?
Let's actually go down past Bretonia and sort of embark along there. Be a little bit smarter than just sail off into the ocean. Even if it takes a little bit longer. Okay, and yeah, you can sit in there. How many public order issues around here? Nope. Public orders +8 because of all the because of the lack of grudges. Oh, I forgot to move you. Oh well. To try and get off at least one fight with High Elves before finishing this tonight. It would be funny if we're not able to fulfill the grudge against the High Elves because we can't get 10 battles with them. Because all the High Elves are gone before we get 10 battles with them. It's like, no! Have to, like, create straw dummies with pointy ears or something and beat them up in proxy for the High Elves. Or get, like, goblins or orcs and dip them in, like, pink paint and pretend they're High Elves. I mean, there's Dark Elves. Maybe they're close enough. It does say just High Elves.
My axe thirsts for war.
Hey, Kraka Drak, you interested in confederating? No. They're rank 2, I'm rank 5. I guess I have more territory than me. After all of our struggle, I am a little annoyed that we're not, like, strength 1.
Master of Runecraft. I'm leaving. No, this would shame my ancestors. I Dry up.
I want you to get into the water.
Yes. What?
Yeah. You. Get that.
For clan honor. Move.
Okay, so how's the invasion of Ulthwa going? Oh, Bretonia's just.
The nation calls.
Where are the High Elf armies? Usually they have quite a few of them.
Phoenix throne.
There's Tyrion sitting in the Shrine of Cain. Where is the Sword of Cain? Oh. Elspeth von Draken has the Sword of Cain. Okay. Ah, she's on a flying mount. She'd be able to make use of the Vortex. She's a spellcaster, though. It is kind of difficult to take it from her. When she gets close to death, she gets hit points back. That's something Vangeist has. Where are you going? You're attacking the Dark Elves. Okay. Might just be taking some of the regions from here, from the Dark Elves. Tor Everest is being sieged by Albrecht Kolp Anderson and Boris Todbringer. I'm wondering whether I should turn around and attack the Empire. I mean, we don't have a grudge against them, so. Just taking those regions down there. Reichland's taking Black Iron Mine. Red Cloud. And Dwarves are taking all of the Badlands. Okay, upgrade Monolith at Katam. Actually, hold on. Hold off on that. Get that. And yeah, get the Obsidian Quarry.
Lord of Clan Morgrim. It is time.
Okay, start sailing down.
Rune Lord. Setting off. I'll cast the runes. I'll get on it. Runic. The throng is mustered. What orders? Forward! It is time. Yes, let's move. My anger burns bright.
Tapping? No. Rune of Fury. Okay. How's that done for this? Yeah, that did remove one of your actual followers.
Master of Runecraft.
Okay, and that can be a trinket maker.
By Sigma. The Empire.
How many armies does the Empire have?
Ever vigilant.
Can I see that?
Ready.
79 settlements. Aggressive, unreliable.
Be at peace for that.
I don't think I can see how many armies they have. It's how many settlements they have. Oh well. Tor Everest has fallen. After Ulthuan, what's next? The Empire going to invade Lustria? Oh look, they're the Wood Elves are fighting the Dark Elves on the high sea, while everyone's just taking attrition. Yep.
Aye. Shoulder axes, lads. We move. On my way.
Sail down.
My anger burns bright. By the king's command. Using guild routes. One rack. Moving.
Where's my other hero?
No. Ready.
Now there.
What orders?
Okay, upgrade that and enter. I'm wondering whether I should send my armies over to Lothern or whether I should send them up to the Shrine of Cain. No, I'm going to join the war against the High Elves under my own time, though.
Let us begin. Servant of the faith.
Now again, if there's anything left by the time we get there.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
Praise Sigma. I am good. The Empire.
Building wizards, conclaves, toll gates, salt works, coaching inns.
Garage!
Upgrade that.
Time for a reckoning.
Okay, in turn. No, they didn't move my heroes. Oh well.
What? Anad.
Come on. I know you've got a lot of armies scattered all over the place. You see them moving off in the distance over there. Sentinels of Seti have declared war on Eatane. I guess it kind of just snowballs because it's like Eatane may have been at war with Bretonnia, but then the Empire's like, oh, you're at war with Bretonnia. They're my friends. I warned you. And then another faction's like, you know, well, the fact that you were at war, that the High Elves were at war with Bretonnia, that was alright. But the fact that you're at war with Bretonnia and the Empire, well, that's taking it a step too far. Now I'm actually going to declare war on you. And then another faction's like, you know, well, they were at war with Bretonnia and the Empire. That was alright. But the fact that you were at war with Bretonnia, the Empire, and, say, Border Princes, now that's too far. Because it's like, you know, for each faction which gets dragged in, that's another penalty everyone who's allied to that faction is going to have on top of it, so.
By the light of the lady.
I mean, the relations are improving.
Warrior of Sigma.
I hope we could be the one to go over there and
You honor me.
teach Tyrion a lesson.
Lord of
We do have Thorgard and Uldor over here, so
Summon me.
as soon as they, like,
Aye, grudges will
make landfall,
Aye.
we'll probably declare war on the High Elves. I won't wait for these two other armies coming over.
I'll cast the runes.
Just, there we go. Okay. It's also giving us more time to get some of our extra research done. Wow. Khemri declares war on Karasa Karak, Corone, and Tlaqua. I don't think they're going to be long for the world. Khemri, that is. I mean, the dwarves haven't really been committed into fighting the High Elves here, so now they've got a target to go for. Bretonnia starts to crusade against the bony guys. They also have holdings down there because they confederated the Crusader kingdoms down there. There's a Cobalt Knuckle Breaker is raiding my region.
My axe thirsts for war.
Gotrick is now an engineer. Oh yeah, well, Batoni has taken like all the regions around Kemri.
For the wisdom of the layer.
Yeah, the Karezakrak Confederated was Brabius Prospectors down here.
Honor before glory.
Have Wizards Cataph Palace. Does Kemri only own the Black Pyramid of Nagash and Kemri? They're good settlements, but I don't like their chances.
To battle.
Huh, looks like Hag Grief actually wiped out last defenders down there.
Raise Sigma. I am
It's Carl Franz.
and Emperor.
It's all the way down here.
The axe thirsts for war. My axe thirsts for war.
Are you sure you don't want to confederate with me? No.
My axe thirsts for war. Vengeful Rune Lord. What? For clan honor. Onwards.
Like, if I move them all at once, they don't get an option to bump into each other. Because they all move at the same speed.
Champion of the lady. No reason for it. Using guild routes. King Luan Leoncoeur.
You've got Donna Don Domingio in your army. And some Knights of Origo. A lot of your armies seem to have Knights of Origo in them now.
Devotee of the lady.
I serve Sigma.
Sir,
There's another Bretonian army.
it is agreed. By the comet.
Yeah.
I have seen your heart.
Oh look, Daggeron's been taken by Exiles of the Heck. Did I actually own the entire region up there? Well done. I have seen them take over a fair amount of territories around there, but mostly they've been confined down to this section, not so much up in the northern parts. Gelt's eyeing the Shrine of Cain. Please, can we fight Tyrion? It'll be a nice way to cap off this campaign. Why is my upkeep
Let us
income gone
begin.
down?
The throng agrees.
Okay, so
Beards in
you move to there.
If you say so, beardling. Onward.
You move to there. You can force march too.
I
Just
suppose so.
force march up to there.
Now doing.
Hey, I said do that.
Got
There you go.
One rag.
March over to here.
You have my allegiance. Got then.
You go there.
Master of runecraft. One rank.
You go there.
Armed and
You
ready.
go there. You go there.
Ulrich's will.
As you say.
Now, are you likely to attack Tyrion next turn?
By Sigmar.
The thing is, if I like declare war on the High Elves now, Gelt might think he has a good chance of doing that, and he might actually go and attack.
Iron-willed.
Anad, let us be about this.
Attack Tyrion now,
I shall be victorious.
which, kind of think of it, I wouldn't mind fighting alongside Gelt. So that means we wouldn't take the region, and it wouldn't count as one of the battles, or would it? Don't actually know. Hello, welcome, welcome. Now, we're not going to be completing this grudge, but we'll get started on it. There's also this one to raid Essen. Guess I could have focused on that. Just annoy the Empire, raid their region. Though it's just a turn of raiding. It's not even like raising the settlement.
The elves of Ulthuan have
I'm actually going to save. Okay.
Adu, I'll cast the runes.
Why did my update go down?
Godtrek,
I don't know.
Jernison.
Let's disband that. Oh! It's going to declare war on them. Yeah, it's not. They actually did go and attack and raise the settlement, so we're going to load that so I can go to war with the High Elves and get in on that battle. We tend to take all the time to get over here to attack the High Elves, and on the turn just before we would have attacked, the Empire come in and swoop in and destroy the High Elves. One turn before us. Damn it. It's got grudges to go around, eh? Yes, we're making a start on the grudge against the High Elves as a way of finishing off the
I will grant
campaign.
you the respect due to an envoy, nothing more.
Yeah, okay. War. Fool, do you expect us to tremble before you? Seeing as half of your donut is owned by invading humans, I would say that yes. Now, is he going to run off? No, he doesn't actually. Good to see. And they didn't succeed at blocking Gelt's army there. Maybe everything will come together. Hey, there we go. And he doesn't even need his reinforcements in the battle. Okay, well, let's join Gelt in fighting Tyrion. We started this session by fighting Chaos, and now we're fighting High Elves. They're the next worst thing. Or even maybe the elves are worse than the warriors of chaos. At least you could always, you know, rely on the warriors of chaos to raise and sack the land. With high elves, who knows what they're going to be doing. You can actually get a unique map. This is from the base game. With the Shrine of Cain in the background there. Where the sword's kept. There's a lot of lava and all that everywhere. This is actually a series of maps I think were added by Creative Assembly. I think around the time when Alariel was added and Halibron. I think this is like this area which this map takes place in is like 4 different maps in different areas. Like there's this area here. Then I think that area down there is another map. Then there's maybe over there. I think there's an area with like large brambles in it, which is a 3rd or 4th section. But I can't remember. Anyway. We've got the forces of humans. The forces of the Empire. With their land ships. Also got some knights of the blazing sun. And, oh, that's not Gelt. That's a, captain. There's Gelt. On his Pegasus Quicksilver, I think. Our forces are apparently coming from over here.
I'll get my tools.
The sounds of angry dwarves.
If they get close. Don't skirmish. Don't skirmish. Not them if they get close. If they get close, not them. Don't skirmish.
We're gonna have to get over there first. Hopefully the battle will be over before we even get there.
Skirmish. Our fire undimmed. Not them if they get close.
No, we're going to unit of Longbeards.
Dwarf warriors. For the Karazanko. Don't skirmish. For the Karazanko. It is a reckoning.
This little menu here is so finicky. Oh, I have all my gyrocopters in this battle as well. There we go. I can go over there. But I want to fight them with my troops. I don't want to fight them with the gyrocopters. Okay, let me get a moment to breathe. Man, we've got a lot of grudge throwers. How appropriate. Form up along there. And you lads behind there. I think you're gonna back res. Thorgard there. You there. Thane there. Thane there. Thane there. Smith there. Engineer back here. There.
Victory will be ours. Take to the earth.
Okay. I'm gonna put my gyrocopters over here. I don't really want them to take part in this battle. Just because, you know, you have to get up close and personal with dealing with the elves. You can't have gyrocopters doing all the fighting for you. This is a sight I haven't seen that often at all in the game. Like, dwarves fighting against the high elves. Usually there's no need for it. Get stuck in there. Damn it! As Tyrion. Our Empire allies are busy shelling my troops. Corla is actually stop firing. For the same reason. We're just going to fight them in melee. Because we can just annihilate them with all of our ranged and all that. Wow, Thorgard's a big dwarf. He's almost as big as, like, Tyrion on his horse. Well, like half the size of him. Yeah, let's get rid of that blood there. There we go. Not a sight I was expecting to see in this campaign. But oh well. Look at his beard majestically flapping in the breeze. I've also got a mod which adds all these nice patterns onto the high elf shields. I think it's uniforms and heraldry. It's a mod which I used in the past, but it hadn't been updated for a while, but it has been, so it makes them look so much nicer. They have these really nicely painted shields with their faction emblems on them, and a variety of them too, so this is how the high elves I remember looking like on the tabletop, with all these brightly coloured and varied shields. Made them stand out an awful lot. It's actually fighting against a Lord Master of Poet. He's doing magic stuff! Ow. Yeah, let's put that blood back on. I don't know, maybe I should get a mod which reduces the amount of blood on things. I don't usually mind it, but it does make it rather difficult to see what's going on when everything's covered in tomato sauce. Okay, grub back res. Charging. These little light circles which are going off are kind of annoying. Every dwarf you kill is just going to be another grudge we're going to have to get an answer for. What is causing that? Is it some lord, like, getting in and out of range with these area bonus? I have a health potion too. Even if you bring me down to low health, I can just regenerate. Let's do this. I'm sorry, I just like looking at this. As I said, it's not something I get to see that often, so... Dwarves fighting against high elves. I'm gonna take my time and... enjoy the spectacle of it. That looks neat. They're like looking at each other too, even. Get a better one? It wasn't for that guy in the foreground there. Yeah, there. Oh, is he fleeing? Get back here. I'm not done with you yet. Oh, filling full of arrows. Oh, they're actually fleeing through our lines?
I speak my lord's will for the ancestor gods, for the High King.
Or not. He's 100. He's got a speed 110. Wow. Okay, well, decisive victory. We helped a little bit. Wasn't really that many of them. Yeah, how many casualties did we suffer? 54? That's 54 too many. 54 new grudges. Oh yeah, his army got rather badly hurt.
We will be avenged.
Execute. Oh, we actually get the trait for defeating Tyrion. Ulth 1 undefended. I think that's a bit of melee attack for our entire army. Yeah, +2 melee attack for the Lord's army. +1 recruit rank for all units in the Lord's army.
Honor to your ancestors.
Hello, what do you want? Join war against Clan Fester. You gotta pay me 1,000. Nope. How are we going for time? Okay. I guess we can keep going. Oh, what's this? Oh.
Trouble brews in the distance. Feels like the doom I deserve.
Off we go to fill my chapters with terrors of untold lands.
Yeah, okay. There they go. Big stonemason.
My axe thirsts for war.
And okay, get Rune's Grudge.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
And you can get Wound Maker. You can get Rune Negation, very nice.
Rune Lord.
And yeah, we can't actually use the underway here because there's no underway path. Underway paths.
Rune Ricky. Aye.
Okay. You can move up to there. You can move up to there.
Iron-willed.
Guess we'll go and attack the Phoenix Gate.
The nation
If
calls.
Albrecht doesn't destroy it first. Again, Vale. So Lothern.
Lord of Clan Morgan.
My third army makes landfall.
Master of Runecraft.
And the fourth army. So yeah, since we don't have the underway, we have to fight our way around here.
What do you want? By the king's command. What orders? No way.
Yes, way.
Beards in belts.
Up on that. There we go. Great Hell Pit to level 5. That's all fine around there. Let's get Trinket Maker. Fiery Plains. I am going to get... yeah, Stonecutter's Workshop. There we go. And... we'll get a Trinket Maker over here. And enter. Okay, Hochland got confederated into Reichland. They successfully blocked my army.
My throng stands ready.
What do you want?
Do not.
Non-aggression pact. No. Okay. That. Up here. You didn't attack the Phoenix Gate? There's barely anything there.
Summon me if you dare.
Can't be scared of them. Only a few guys I know.
Ready axes?
Yeah.
Drang them!
Let me show you. Let me show you. Humans, how it's done. You're blocking up the passage. I can't get my other forces here. Loot and occupy. There we go. We now own the Phoenix Gate. March up here, march up here.
No, send in the reckoners if you must. I answer to clan and hold.
There's Eltharion.
Ready, forwards. Onward.
My anger burns bright. I'll cast the runes.
Yeah, move up a little bit further.
For a reckoning.
Okay, you have a lot of magic in your army. Joke's on you, we have a lot of magic defense. You can be immortal.
Anad.
And you can have Scarred Veteran. Empower the guilds. There we go. Bretonia are poised to take Gay and Vale. Oh. And Eltharion runs away. It looks like Reichland took the other crossing down there. Yeah, sure, whatever. Well, we've staked a claim on Ulthuan, even if it is just a gate. Where is this clan festa?
Come then, messenger.
Can't see, like, a region of ruins anywhere. Over here, perhaps? You can get Blade Shield level 3.
Futile.
I cannot rewrite reality.
My axe thirsts for war.
Okay, and you can get Ancestral Grudge.
Let us begin. I suppose so. Got.
March down here.
Move.
Move over this way.
Beijing boats.
Misguided.
And take Evershale. Let's gain Vale, Torsaroya, and Evershale. Okay. Auto resolve.
You are little more than
My
thieves.
anger burns.
Yeah, let's take it. We'll build a refectory.
For the king.
Can move up here.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
You can get Rune of Negation.
One rug.
Beyond even Quaish.
For clan honor. Move.
Move down there.
Tis time.
Move down there.
Lord of clan
Move up there.
Don't think so.
Enter. It's funny as we take Ulthuan, it looks like the dwarves uproot all the trees and plant pine. I think the Empire does that when they take regions too. Yeah. You can see up there. All these nice like oak and birch trees and all that all become pine trees. Okay. Yeah. Also, I'm looking at the time and it's getting a bit late, so I might have to actually start calling it here soon. Might do so when the new turn comes. We fought against Tyrion, and we fought off the Chaos Invasion, which was the main thing I wanted to get done. All this raiding into Ulthuan was kind of a bit of a bonus on top of that. Yep. Okay, so I think we'll save it there, and we'll continue. Well, we'll call it there for our Kraka Drak campaign. Pretty successful overall. Taking all of Norsiga certainly helps with being able to fight off against the Warriors of Chaos. As I said, which went very well. Our units get so tough. Yeah, we did end up unlocking the last banner there. I think we get that if we own more settlements. Or maybe we have to keep... Progress through the 4 tiers by gaining settlements. Each 6 additional settlements will move you to the next tier and unlock additional runes. So 6, 12, 18, 24. Is that how many we have? Don't we have 24 regions? Don't actually know how to count our regions. Provinces. Yeah, well. It's just funny seeing the map and how aggressive the Empire in Bretonnia has been. Like, they've taken parts of Ulthuan. This is later in the campaign that we usually go to. Turn 170. So they've had time to consolidate all this. Also, the fact that they really weren't touched by Chaos at all. We dealt pretty much with the Chaos Invasion in its entirety on our own. Only Volksgrad, Frozen Landing, and Bearsling's camp were raised. And these two I was expecting to lose, so... we saved the Empire from a lot of hassle. Though that does seem... okay, Legendary Chaos Invasion. So, there is a lot of armies in that. It's very scary to see. However, it seems like as soon as you defeat Archaon, Kolek, and Sigvald, I guess, all of the other armies just disappear? Which kind of makes sense with their leader gone, but... it does kind of mean that, you know, Archaon, Kolek, and I guess Sigvald was defeated somewhere else, but Archaon and Kolek were defeated by us over here, as well as Sarthoriel, but I don't think it counts. And this wasn't even the majority of the army. It was like 8 armies. There was like 26, 24 armies over here, and it all just goes poof. They all disappear. It kind of feels a bit, I don't know, bit easy of a way to get out of it. Maybe there should be like 3 big waves and then Archaon comes, or because I always thought it was like Archaon, Kolek, and Sigvald have to be defeated, as well as the other armies have to be defeated to be able to stop the waves coming, or something like that. Like if you defeat Archaon, but one of the other 3 legendary lords is still alive. Forces keep respawning. Anyway, well, it went very well regardless. The Hammer of Grungni mod helps a lot also, just getting more buffs on top of your troops. Already kind of ridiculous stats. Ward Bearers are fantastic. They're very sturdy.
Can I help you?
On top of that, with, you know, a runesmith to buff their armor and giving them ward saves. Thorgard Cromson, who not only is powerful in melee on his own, but the amount of buffing he can do with the Mighty Oath Stone, and if you get it, stand your ground, which I do recommend. He just makes your army so tough. We didn't even go through... he's not even fully kitted out in his yellow tree. But we got pretty much everything of note, I think. That's a nice buffs for our units there. I could have even made the ward bearers a bit tougher. Are they included in this? No, they are included in that. So they're getting a +8 melee attack and defense. As well as denial, which gives them more missile resistance. So yeah, and not only that, from the Forge mod, you get the dragon runes, and or from the Forge, you get the dragon runes and other runes, and some of these are really nice too. This one I couldn't get working, unfortunately, though it does make the holder of it unbreakable, so Thorgard is actually unbreakable. On top of that, but we also had the Rune of Frostbite, which is a one-off rune, which minus 75% speed and minus 20 armor for 12 seconds on hit. That's applied to a unit. So I have it on this unit of ward bearers here. That's really nice. You see it there. And then I have other runes and all that on my Thanes, which I found that all the runes actually apply down here, which makes sense, but I thought like some of them would apply as weapons, but no, I've got Rune of Dismay, lowers leadership around him, makes him cause fear and terror. Rune of Fortitude, 15% physical resistance, ward save 10%. The amount of stacking of stuff you could get to make your guys tougher, because you can get multiple Master Rune of Adamants, put them on your heroes, which goes on top of this. Rune of Shielding if you wanted it. And just other things to make him even tougher. Yeah, you could... your heroes would get really powerful. And the Warlords. The Warlords are nice. I really like these ones. Rune of Watching Dark is really nice for that minus 30 leadership. Rune of the Hunter. That's a nice constant buff for bonus versus large. If you get one of these, they do pay off later on. Early on, I think stat-wise, there may be a cross between a Lord and a Rune Priest, or Rune Lord. I haven't actually compared them, but you don't really get... They don't really have anything which makes them outstanding early on. I mean, Forge Fire is nice. Damping, I guess. Warding Anvil as well for the extra ward save for all the units in your army. But they don't get wards until up to here, which is by about turn... level like 6 or something, and then 7, 8. They get Rune of Negation up there as well. So, another... I think for straight buffing of your army, a Rune Lord is better. But a Ward Lord is more useful for a more aggressive role. And also for these which have more of an offensive function. Rune of Negation, you can get a better version on a Rune Lord.
Armed and ready.
Which I think is like 44, isn't it? Yeah, 44%. So, Rune Lord's better for defense. That's what's just this. Master Rune of Earth and Steel, but plus 60 armor. Fantastic. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I think we'll save it there, and we'll call it there for our Kraka Drak campaign. I've already saved. It was a good run, it went well. I'm glad. It could have gone terribly if we hadn't built up our forces and all that else would have wiped us out. That was quite a worry, but no, things worked quite well through it. Well, thank you very much for joining. I hope you join me again next time for whatever other campaign we do.